Hi, and welcome back to the Let's Clear the Cellar series. Today I found the original wine in the cellar for tonight's cooking and drinking. It's actually a Schwarzriesling from Württemberg, because now I'm in southern Germany, in Baden-Württemberg, and here Schwarzriesling accounts for more than 1,500 hectares of plantings, and you probably drank this grape variety if you are lucky, because Schwarzriesling is only the German name of this grape variety. The other name, or the French name, is Pinot Meunier, and it's one of the three main grape varieties in Champagne. It's a black or blue grape variety, so it has actually nothing to do with Rhine Riesling. But it's actually coming from Lauffener. That's a really big cooperative. They work with over 1,200 members, and they cultivate their vineyards on more than 800 hectares. But that's their Eco Noble series, and that means that's an organic series, but it's still under 10 euros, so that's a really affordable wine. But from the taste, it has more like a dirtiness to it, so almost this wet forest soil kind of character, and also smoked, lean, meaty. It has more acidity typically than a Pinot Noir, and more on the darker side of fruits, so more like a blueberry and this kind of dark cherry, or this kind of characters. And you're gonna see later the color is actually a bit denser than a Pinot Noir, but it has more extraction than you would have expected from the color. So it's a very interesting grape, and not too many found as a single varietal. So maybe drink more Württemberger wine and follow up the cooking, because I thought it would be nice to cook a brown champignon and cream based dish with it, and of course some beautiful beef. So follow along and maybe drink some more Württemberger wine, maybe follow the podcast, because more to come. So let's go cooking. So I thought this has a lot of earthy characters, so why not put some earthy ingredients into the mix. So we have brown champignons. That's really, that like you go to a forest, if you're lucky, then you pick some up, which are not contagious, and then you have a beautiful meal. Maybe even though you have some fresh mushrooms, you can put some truffle mushroom pesto in it. And since I come from Hungary, we make every dish with some onions, with some garlic, and with some red paprika in it. So there is no meal in Hungary without those, actually. And then we have some dried tomato. Of course, you're gonna fry the onions with some black olives. That's really also a little bit of earthy flavor, but it's I cannot really explain it. It's really beautiful together with the onions. And that's from Steiermark, Kürbiskernöl. That's pumpkin seed oil. Thank you. And we also have some mustard. We also have some cream. So we're gonna mix all this up, and I always make up the meal when I start it. So please come along and laugh with me, drink with me. We are back in business, so follow. So basically we have put in the black olives, the garlic, and the onions with some butter. And now we're gonna lower the heat, because it was like medium high. And now we're gonna put in all the mushrooms and really lower the heat and put the top of it. So now the water starts to evaporate. You can also accelerate this process with some salt. And now if you see, then you're gonna put all these things. So as you can see, I kind of lost my patience because I'm getting hungry. So you can do, if the water starts to evaporate and you have not too much water left, then you can put all your spices in it and just give it a good stir. Also with some salt, and just put the top of it, and on a medium heat you can leave it like that. Just all these flavors is gonna, you know, build the whole body and comes out a new one or something. You're gonna just see if it's alright in every 2-3 minutes, listen to music, drink the wine, and then after this you can decide what kind of meat you're gonna cook with it. So that's the next part. And I forgot the Hungarian ingredient, the black paprika powder, but Aris gave the rhythm, so now comes the paprika powder after 2 minutes. So we can also check it. How does it look like, please? So you're gonna stir all this beauty. Looks fucking yummy. And okay, a beautiful piece of beef here, waiting for the butter to heat up. But now come here, please. Now we have this beauty also cooking. Looks fucking beautiful, right? So what we're gonna use is white wine vinegar, because every dish needs some acidity, like the wine, you know. So you're gonna just pour a little bit in it. Trust me, it's like a salt of a dish, so you cannot cook a good meal without it. And you're just gonna put the top of it, and that's it. You're gonna shut it off. But now we're gonna cook the rind, the beef. So now I don't have a thermometer, so if I see that the butter is starting to turn yellow and almost brownish, then I take this beautiful piece of meat and I put on it, and I put some black pepper, some salt, and then the first touch is really important. You're gonna leave it like, it depends on the thickness of the meat, but you're gonna leave it like 6 minutes, and then after that you're gonna turn it, put the pepper on it, salt on it, and you're gonna leave it like 3 minutes, and then turn off the heat, and you leave it like that, a little rest, you know. Maybe you can put also, I don't know, some other spices on it, but you know, it's, if the meat is good, you don't need any other spices. So that's it. Ah, please come here. And then, as said, you hear this beautiful voice tingling. 2 minutes, and that's it. So now the beautiful steak is ready. So come here, please. You can see some blood is coming out. So the meal was really nice, and the wine as well. So I want to talk a little bit about this wine. So it's a 2016 vintage. It's still really fresh. You can see the color is a bit paler than most of the full-bodied wine, but it has present tannins and also present acidity. So it's really refreshing, and it's 4 years old, but it's still fresh. It was in stainless steels and then food terts. That means a little bigger barrels. The wine is almost bone dry, so less than 2 grams of sugar. And Lauffener, it's an organic producer here from this region, and it's under €10. So if you want a good Pinot Meunier or a Schwarzriesling, then go for Württemberg. They have more than 1,000 hectares here, and just drink something new. I would say it's between a Pinot Noir and a medium to full-bodied red wine, and it really has some peppery aromas and really like animal kind of characters and a hint of black pepper. So it goes really well with these dishes. And just two extra tips maybe. If you have some fats floating around in the pan where you fried the beef, just put it on as a sauce on the meat. And maybe some extra tips, as always, use some Parmigiano, put it on the mushroom, and then these umami flavors with the wine, fucking delicious. So go for it, and maybe drink more Württemberger wine, and maybe listen to the channel, because more Württemberger winters are to come. So thank you for joining, and please let me finish the wheel. Prost!